What is going on, guys? Over here today bringing you a video about the Need for Speed E3 demo that we saw that they unveiled at the conference. And we're going to be breaking it down for you, analysing it and going through the screenshots. None of the actual video is going to be playing in this video, just screenshots purely, otherwise EA will block the video. Unfortunately, they're doing that to anyone else who doesn't have permission, so I'm just going to be doing screenshots purely, just analysing it and breaking it down for you. Before we get to the actual E3 demo, Need for Speed also posted these different screenshots on Instagram, so I thought it was quite interesting just to see different cars. We can see the Porsche here in green with some lovely flames coming out of the exhaust. We can also see the same car that was in the demo, but just in a different slick of paint, because obviously in the demo they paint it red in the end with a livery, but now this one is kind of like a gold brown. And finally, just a little thing on this screenshot, Need for Speed winning a few awards here at E3. In total, that's 5 awards right there. I don't know if they've won any more, but well done, Need for Speed, well done. They did put on a show at E3, especially with the conference. But anyway, let's get on to the demo. So here, obviously, the demo starts off with like a cutscene. Essentially, you know, the person on screen is, you know, with his girlfriend or something like that. They're talking about, you know, building up a ride and whatnot, and if the buyer will come or not. But the biggest thing we can talk about the actual start of this entire demo was the fact that there was a transition from a cutscene to the actual game, and it was so buttery smooth that you couldn't even tell where the real-life action, you know, real-life action camera work ended and when the digital gameplay started. They even noted this on when they went on IGN and GameSpot, Need for Speed, you know, the designers that were there at E3, they noted that that's what they were going for. The fact that you cannot tell, I can't personally, I haven't seen anyone be able to just audaciously kind of say this is the point where it's not real life and it's the game now. Because if we move on the screenshots and just gradually move on, so this is the last point where I think it's just turning into the game, and then eventually they start to swing around to the car, and at this point I think it's turning into the game, and then it fully goes to the game eventually. At this point it definitely is the game on the side view, and then we get the front view. But the transition of that is just beautiful, and it's great to see Need for Speed are trying to innovate in that way, trying to go from blending real life action shots into the game, and I hope to see more of it. And obviously that would be a big part of the storyline, kind of blending in the story. They've said the story is already going to be something like, you know, as big as Most Wanted was, where, you know, that story eventually culminated in you getting that BMW on the cover of Most Wanted on the original PS2 one. So, you know, they're trying to go big on the story, and this will only help the immersion factor of just blurring the cutscenes into the actual game, into the garages, and it's just so cool, to me. So now we're going to cut on to the driving part of the demo. If you want to know stuff about the customization part, link in the description. I've made a separate video about the customization we've seen, because I've essentially just gone through and listed the different kind of customization choices we've got so far. I've kind of screenshotted every single aftermarket kind of one you can get, so go to that video if you're interested in the customization and some tuning as well that they've tweeted and Instagrammed out. But we're going to continue on with the driving here, and straight away, oh damn, the rain looks gorgeous on the track. Obviously you can't tell too much from the screenshot, but trust me guys, if you go check out the video, I'll link the actual original video in the description. Unfortunately EA will block it if I put it in this video, but just take my word on it, go see the video. But the rain is absolutely stunning. We've got some lovely bit of blue flames coming out of both the exhaust there. We got the car now raised up in red now after it was white with a new livery. We got an updated sort of dash compared to Need for Speed Rivals. The top right hand corner, the drift attack, so it's a drifting gameplay essentially. So a lot of people are remarking on YouTube, I've seen a lot of breakdowns that have been remarking that the handling seemed too drifty for them. It was a drift event, so the car was set up probably for drifting, and the guy was meant to be trying to drift as much as he could. Moving to the next screenshot, this is now a controversial one for a lot of people about the camera options. Now, this is what the camera sway looked like. This was actually him drifting in the middle of a corner, and this is what the camera swayed to in this kind of swayed right position, and a lot of people really did not like it. But guys, no fear, this is actually only an option. This is an option of many options, so you can just go with the standard chase cam right behind the actual bumper, or you can do this swing cam, because I've seen a few people obviously like the sway cam, a few people don't. You know, I've heard Black Panther likes this sway cam, whereas other people like AR12, I think he said he doesn't like it. So different YouTubers, different people will like different things. Let me know what you're going to go for. Personally, I think I'll probably just stick with the actual behind the bonnet one. I'm not going to actually like this whole sway thing, because I just feel it'll make me too nauseous, but also just because you can't really see where you're going. I mean, I guess it kind of gives you a sense of speed, which it definitely did work in the trailer. The next screenshot, we can see the drifting ×2 and the 1421 rep. Now, this is very familiar to, if you play Need for Speed Rivals, it's similar sort of thing where you earn rep and it kind of multiplies and you get multiplying effects. So very familiar to Rivals. Rivals. I actually just played a little bit recently Rivals just to kind of get back into Need for Speed, and it definitely was very, very familiar in terms of you multiply moves. If you don't crash out, you multiply them, and that's how you really step up your rep and really step up your earnings. Again, we've got another lovely shot of the drifting here. This is just about halfway through the actual drift shot where he's like, the camera starts to pan, but just a lovely, lovely actual screenshot from the trailer itself. Really shows off the beauty. If there was like a high-res version of this, I would make that a wallpaper background for my desktop, because that is looking really sweet. So we're finally going to end with these last two things. Obviously, this first one is going to be how you end it. How do you actually know how much rep you've earned? So they've gone for a new style. It's very familiar, though, to Need for Speed Rivals, in the same sort of, the kind of car blurs out and then the screen comes up on, and you have to again earn rep, you have to earn style points, you know, build points, whatever. You also earn in-game currency, which is just denoted as dollars. So that's going to be probably to buy the customization parts. The rep will probably work similar to Rivals, I'm guessing, where you unlock the different customization parts, you unlock cars you can get, and then you actually have to pay for them with in-game currency, which is denoted as the dollar. I'm making an emphasis on the fact that it's denoted by a dollar because there's something going on with the Origin site where if you pre-order Need for Speed, there's something about you getting in-game currency or money off in-game currency, but there's no actual microtransactions. Don't worry, guys. There's no in-game purchases in terms of real hard cash. Anything you see on the deluxe edition for the pre-orders is all talking about in-game currency, but the in-game currency is denoted with a dollar, so you might get confused if they refer to it as, you know, $200 or something on the actual deluxe edition page. But don't fret, there's no kind of real hard cash purchases in the game. And finally, I just want to end with this slammed cop. So that's going to be a thing that you can get rep on. So he's got 9,555 rep times 2. I'm guessing also if you hit, you know, more and more cops, so you're going to get even more rep. But he's also got a fine of 1,185. So actually, it looks like maybe this game might not encourage you to slam through the cops and actually maybe skillfully evade them, which is really what you want in real life. Because, you know, it's your car. It's the whole car culture thing. It's your car. It's your baby. You don't want to kind of, you know, smush it up. You don't want to crash it off. You know, you want to keep it intact and really nice, pristine. Keep that coat of paint nice. So you want to dodge the car. So that's maybe like a little penalty system for you guys. You know, when you're driving around, kind of trying to dodge the cops, you get a fine for it. So obviously 1,185. I have no idea how much that equates to in terms of a customization part, but that sounds quite a lot for hitting a cop. But you do get some rep as well. So that's the fine balance you're going to do. And obviously, if you're doing the outlaw style of weighing the play, if you don't know what that is, there's another video on my channel about the 5 ways to play Need for Speed. One of them is outlaw. So that could be a thing where you're just going for rep and not actually money, maybe. So maybe you've got like a old banger of a car, but you've got amazing rep because you just completely own the cops, get away from them, whatnot. But that has been the video, guys, breaking down the Need for Speed E3 demo. If you, as I said, if you want to know about the customization part of the demo, I've got a separate video. I felt the need to make a separate video just because there's actually quite a lot of nice detail to talk about on the customization side, and I felt it deserved its own video. So go check that out. Link in the description, annotation on screen right now. If you did enjoy the video, then do leave a like. Comment below what you thought. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for daily racing content. Usually I'm more of a Formula 1 person, but I love Need for Speed at heart, and I'm really pumped for this, and I'm going to be bringing full coverage of this game. I'm definitely pumped up for this game and definitely look to bring it on my channel. So if you're new around here, you're a Need for Speed fan, then do subscribe here. I will be bringing you all the news as it comes out over the next few months until the release. So yeah, I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time.